Welcome back to Anno 1800. Now, I have done a fair few things since the last episode, although most of them are actually not visual. But I've bought a substantial amount of specialists. So we have Taxman Tim, we have the Mickleton's hydraulic compacting press. I got that from a quest. Chief Superintendent Clifford, 8 Captain Khadijas, 8 fore and after rig sales, another actor, an expert hunter, nice for expeditions, 8 port dealers, or actually 10 of each of these, because I do like to put these on my ships. The reason being, it's 15% movement speed and 50% cargo slowdown. And 20% movement speed, and 10% movement speed, and 60% cargo slowdown. So that's 110% cargo slowdown minus, which means that it's the ship is unaffected by cargo. And also the additional 45% movement speed is rather nice. So, and that's where I use the I guess you could call it an auto-clicker thing, but the UX enhancer to buy the specialists. I can show you guys how that works in this episode, that's basically what I've done there. As for on the island, I've had to build a little bit more infrastructure. I'm not sure why this one is paused. Should it be paused? Yes, it should. What we need to do, I've got a little bit more knitters up. I think I had to enable one more of the schnapps distilleries, and I did buy or build another sewing machine factory. And I've also prepared some of these mines, and I've built some of the mines as well because I needed more iron and coal. I think that was for the sewing machines. Is there something else that I needed that for? Oh yeah, the concrete. But I might have done that in the last episode. I don't remember. I've also built Wally Farms. This is where we're going to move the dirty industry to. And Wally being a heretic, it's only fitting that we name the village where the pigs and the slaughterhouses are going to be in his honor. So yeah. That's, I had this as Wally Oinks, but Wally Farms makes more sense. As you can see, there's a C here as well, and I mentioned that in the first episode. The C is for city, and on the island here we have a P, which is for production. And this is Wally Bricks, and the reason why it's Wally Bricks is because this island is supplying the bricks to Wally Farms. I have a trade union here where I have the quarrymen, which means no workforce needed for the clay pits. I have Grigor the geologist, which provides electricity to all of those, so they have 200% production or processing time. And we also have Ferhat, the experienced builder, who does the same in regards to electricity for the brick factories. I think I want to reduce the voice volume. Let's put that to 55. And I also had to reduce the working conditions to minus 40% because of the plus 40% that we get from the from Ferhat. Of course, having plus 32 happiness would be nice, but nobody lives here. The workforce we have is because of all of the islands that I've settled. As you can see, I've settled all of the islands that are on or maybe not all of them, but in the southwestern part of the map. Oh, that's southeastern part, I think. Yeah, this should be east and this should be west. So I have done that. The only 2 islands I've actually built anything on is this one and this one. The rest of them, I've just settled them for now. To get the influence for expansion. I want to get this to world leader as soon as possible, but since settling an island also takes away some influence, And I'm going to settle islands in the New World. I'm saving for that. I'm also trying to buy up this island from her. I believe that also... Go away! Or she acquired the share. So I'm trying to buy up this. 364.
Doing your bit for
354.
charity, are you?
And we're going to take over this island when I get the opportunity. I don't want her or Jing to have more than one island each. And that's basically it, I think. I have written down refiner, mordant conservative playwright, Feroz Al-Sarami. Oh yeah, I'm using Feroz Al-Sarami on the island here. These farms are at 150, 200% with 25% more modules. Because I have Feroz Al-Sarami and Expert Planter in this trade union. But we need oil. I really need oil. I need to get tractors, so that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. We're going to deal with getting up oil. So first and foremost, we need an oil refinery. I'm going to just blueprint that for now. Let's rotate it. And we need some railways. I do like to make a kind of a railway area. But the other thing we need is a small oil harbor, and I think I'm just gonna put that here. And then the rail will be coming, and I can't blueprint the railroad, but that's fine. So I'm not sure if that's the correct position for it. I'm going to be fiddling a bit with this. So I might have to move them again, because we can have it further down. I don't need to do that, I can just drag in them. Need to use it for this one though. The other thing is, do I want to have some spaces? I think I do. So is that 3 spaces as well? Good. Okay, so that gives us the oil area. Now I want... That's a bit annoying. Can I? I think I can actually. I don't need any railroads behind it. So if I do that and then that, because I want some space, like I want to have a railroad going like that, and I want the other one to have 2 spaces in between. And this one, yeah, that's perfect. This one is going to be the main railroad. And then we are going to use the brick walls here. I need to turn off blueprint mode. And like this. I'm in the wrong location. There we go. We do this. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And now the question is, how do I do that over here? And do I want it to go here, or do I want it to go up there? I think we could just put it down here for now, and I can move it up if I want to later. It's not a big deal. So we want the railroad to come like this. Although I'm not sure. Oh, that barely fits. I'm going to do like that. Now we do need these crossings every now and then. The other question is, do I want it to be this far apart? I definitely do not want it to be this far apart when I've left this area here. Up here I just want it, I could actually have it this far apart, but I do not want it to be this far apart when we get over here. I want it to kind of meld over to being one.
Deep down, I know you're a tattletale.
Yeah, okay, that's another thing that I did. We are now friendly with her, and we also have trade rights with her, so I can trade with Mrs. Harlow. We do not want to have an alliance with her, but we do want to have a non-aggression pact.
Fine. We'll top up the old...
She'll be happy with me when I start trading with her. Okay, so I think this is not too far off from what I want. Now, we also need a road to come into the area here. And another thing that would be a nice thing to have is a fire station. I currently do not have any room for a fire station. So I think we're going to have to do something about that. Which means moving these down one and these up one. And if I can move the entire thing, I can. Need a bit of wall there and a bit of wall there. And then this is the challenge now, because that works actually. Then we should be able... No, we are not able to. Can I? Yeah, this is going to be problematic. That should work. That doesn't. I need to move it back down there. Yep, that's giving us 2 fire stations. I do want 2 fire stations in here. Actually, I would have liked to have even more than 2 fire stations in here, but because this thing does have a rather high chance of exploding. The other thing that I should put in here is trade union. I definitely need to fit a trade union in here. Well, I guess that means we need to extend things out a bit. I guess we can have 2 more fire stations then. If we build a trade union... there.
Competitors are now at war.
And that's why you do not want to have alliances with the AIs if you want to keep friendly with them. Because that keeps happening all the time. Okay, and now we can have a gate there and a gate there. And let's take the road out, like so. I think I'm generally happy with this. Let's build the oil harbor. And let's upgrade it twice. That should give us a storage of 1,000. And let's build the refinery.
My, what tragedy for your island's natural habitat.
Yes, it's all very sad. And then we put the refiner in. That gives us 20% more production, and eventually we can get other things that affect the production of the oil as well. But for the time being, we do not need that. And since I have the mod that basically cheats the power plants, I don't need as much oil. And I was recently made aware that there is also a bug in related to the Crown Falls Islands if you have too many oil power plants. So
Not enough yard space.
What a wonderful invention the railway is. Father will be very pleased.
that's good. Okay, so now we're producing oil. We should be producing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, there's 7 of them, so 700 plus 20%. 840%. I don't know.
I just know you'll give for a worthy cause.
Sure, we'll do a puzzle
Painful
quest for her.
It's healthy, honest protest. If some silver spoon stiffs want to deny us that, we'll take them shiny spoons and shove them.
Whatever you say. That sounded very aggressive. And we are producing oil. Good. So we also want to have a power plant. And with the mod that I'm using, some of you might actually giggle from this. You can see that the power plant will cover quite a bit here. It will actually cover the entirety of the lower part of the island. If I just put down a blueprint here, you can see that it stops about here. So we need 2 power plants for the entire island of Crown Falls. Or actually, maybe 3, depends on whether a power plant in this area here actually covers all the way out here and also covers all the way out here. If it doesn't, then we'll need 1 in this area and we'll need 1 in this area. But I do vaguely remember that putting 1 in the area around here actually covers everything all the way up to the very extremities of the upper part of the island. Also, I haven't bothered upgrading the roads here to brick because we are going to build the World's Fair somewhere. Preferably, I would like to find an area where I can have as flat as possible a location for it. But finding flat locations on Crown Falls is rather difficult. This might not be a bad position, actually. As you can see here, the terrain is anything but flat. And that makes the foundation look a bit weird. Here might work. As for the palace, I haven't really decided where I want to have the palace yet. Palace also does look a lot better when you have it on a flat space rather than on an incline. I have a mod that also increases the range of the palace, so building a palace anywhere on the island should actually encompass the entirety of the island. Up here is I guess this is a fairly common place to put it, but I'm wondering if the best location for the palace might actually be here. Yes, I do believe this would be the best location for the palace, but we'll get around to that when we get around to that. It's a little bit of a ways off still.
Cheery as a coiled spring.
So we also need more engineers. I have upgraded a few more houses to artisans, now that I recall. We do need spectacles. To get spectacles, we need brass, and I should also get docklands set up. I wonder if I should do that right away. Let's see here. Docklands, here it is. So Docklands really want wants us to have 2 roads to make it look symmetric. But I don't want to have 2 roads, so... But I think we'll place the Docklands main harbor here. As for export-import, we'll get around to that. Let's start out with building... Okay, so some of these have that little area in front of them where they need water. Some of them don't. The Harbour Master and the Exports Office don't. The rest of them does. I think that my usual way of doing this is having an export office on each side here, or is it a loading morph? I don't remember. I'm probably going to move this way further out now that we have. Now that I'm using the mod that gives me a much larger harbor area. Let's do 1 Harbour Master on each side. Actually, it's not the Harbour Master that I put there. The Docklands thing, it has to be connected to give the attractiveness to the island. Currently, it's giving 150. The moment that I attach one of these modules, that's 165. So it's 15 per module, I believe. So the loading wharf, I think, is what we should put in here. But I think I'm going to turn it around. And then... I'm not going to do a very intricate build thing now. Insufficient module rights. Okay, let's just put down 2 exports offices as well. We need to level up the Docklands first and foremost. Depots. That's actually what I wanted to put down. No, I'm not going to move all of it. Depot. That's 100 tons extra storage on the island per depot, and I usually build a lot of them. There we go. We got a new attractiveness level. We can build 2 more depots. And I do want... Can I build... How many of these can I build? 3. So I want 2 of these. Now the Docklands, this is just very temporary, just so that I can get some things up and running. Let's just build a road going all the way out it. It's not really necessary, but I like having it. So we can do it like that. It doesn't need to be connected to a road. As for the export-import, let's see here. Fur coats, soap. Okay, so these are generic, they just need 360 goods exported. Port sand is something that I want to have fairly early on. Having brass would be great, but then I have to import 1404 cement. Maybe 1125 there is a hint to what we can expect in the future. Might be a little Easter egg there. Maybe the next Anno is Anno 1125. Or 810. Or 603. Is this... Not sure if this is from a mod or something. I can't remember this one. Promise Trust. Yeah, the main thing we need now is just to get goods imported and exported. The problem is, all of the goods here we should have ample amount of. Maybe soap. Yeah, soap. Soap it is. So we're going to import soap. It's easy to just drag it over like that. And as for exports, some schnapps, some work clothes. We could also import sausages, actually. And rum. 200 schnapps, 200 work clothes, 200 rum. I think it has to run a couple of times before we get any results of this. But since it takes 20 minutes for Captain Tobias, it's nice to have the docklands very close to the edge of the map, because that means the roundabout time isn't as bad. As for the power plant, I do want that to be in here. I can work on the railroad thing. Let's see. I think this is how I want it to be done. Because we need railroad all the way up here so we can build fuel. But to get fuel, I do need 500 engineers. So we do need more quartz. That's another specialist that I got, just so that I can remember that as well. The glassmaker, so that we don't need to produce glass for the windows. They can produce the windows directly from quartz sand. But I do need more quartz sand so that I can make glass for the spectacles, and we're out of steel beams. That's rather embarrassing. I did promise you guys that I would show you how the UX enhancer works, so give me a moment here. Just takes a little time to start up. Sadly, you guys don't see it. I haven't added a source for it either. Multiple windows with title Anno 1800 detected. That's interesting. I only have one. Let's see if it works. So let's say that I want to buy a port dealer. And I add that, and then I open this and I do this. And it just goes through and it clicks for me. And as soon as it finds a port dealer, there, and it buys it for me. And I can set as many as I want. So I can set it to buy 10 of them, for instance. So that's how that works. And it really saves your wrist when you're looking for specialists. And trust me, port dealers, Salima, and not necessarily the sales, but rather the engines that we get eventually from Archibald when we have steamships. I'm going to get a lot of them. So, to save myself from any potential RSI, that's a good thing. I should remember to do this quest as well. It's easy enough.
It feels special doing a good deed.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Just leave this here because I want to get a Khadija as well. So, yeah. Engineers. Let's upgrade these. Get a quest here.
It is only logical to reward desirable behaviors.
Yes, building houses for you is desirable behavior, is it? And Yeah,
Can the following problem be solved?
I can pick up a crate.
You more than passed the test.
Thank you. Get quality hop seeds. That's actually not a bad thing. Means I could grow hops on the island here. If I put those in here. For the beer. I was planning on doing hops on this island. I think I will, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Actually, I do have to do the hops on that island, so it's a good thing we got those seeds, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to supply them with beer without using specialists. Anyhow. We do need more steel.
Waiting new horizons.
One-piece underwear suits, too prickly. I find singleton shorts and vests to be tried and true.
You do you? I'm glad we're getting underwear tips
We
from
will be so much stronger
Archibald.
together.
No, we will not. We will not indeed. Okay, so the ship has arrived, so we can buy this steel from him. Also note that the ships have more capacity. That's also one of the mods that I'm using. And you need to go... Hello? You need to go back here. They're making steel slowly, but it does take a bit of time. There we are.
Aye.
We did spend a lot of steel on these buildings here.
Yeah.
A pirate ship of the line.
Start as you mean to go.
Okay, so back to this. We do need a zinc mine.
I hope you don't disapprove of gift giving.
No, thank you. We also need a copper mine. That's 30 seconds each. That gives us 2 brass smelteries.
I like that pot.
That's 1 copper, another copper, another copper. Okay, well... Suppose we might as well build out these 2 then. Now I would like to have 1 warehouse for both of them. But it's a bit impractical, to be honest. I do that and that.
This city is a magnet for genius.
No, he can be nice. Yeah, I have to do that. Just connect it up like that temporarily. And build the mines before I do the decoration, so that we start collecting up the zinc and the copper. There we go. Like so. Now I can start decorating, of course. Let's do a water tower there and a water tower there. It's raining as well. We do want to have a crane, but I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we can put it there. And then we need to go into the railroad decorations to get a coal tower there. I think I want one there and one here. We can have a railway crane there and there. Copper pipes. Like that. A huge fan of the construction crane, to be honest. That works. Then a sewing station. And a pile driver. We need some concrete flooring here and here. Some crates. I'd rather have the large ones though. That's a cargo stack. Yep, I think that's good. And then we can finish it all up with some elm trees. I do like to use those. There we go. Nice little industrial area for the 2 mines there. Oh, I also had to remove the smaller UI mod because it did not play well with the auto-click buy thing. As a matter of fact, it didn't. It just outright refused to work when I had that installed. We probably should have enough of the... we do. So we do need another sand mine. Can I put one? No, of course I can't. And I'm fairly sure this will be too far away from the warehouse in there. I can try. Yep, no, that won't work. So, where should I put that then? Maybe over here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go over here. I am also going to decorate the area over here. We also need the road to go down there. For now, it'll just have to be like this. I'm going to build houses here, so... Let's see. Sand mine. Not really that expensive to run, I believe. 116 upkeep. With all of the heavy weapons and steam motors, We're making a lot of money.
Ready for a
Her
jump.
Majesty's finest.
And with a lot of money, I mean a lot of money. Let's send this one over to Eli, and I'll show you just how much money we're making. Having Bruno Ironbright is kind of ridiculous when it comes to your income. As for our basic goods, we are in the green for all of them except for the spectacles, but we're working on that. Would this power plant reach all the way over to those mines? Yes, it would.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
I'm sure you are.
It's no problem. Our types.
I was not as confident, as you can see. But the question is, do I want the oil power plant to be there? I want to have it somewhat encased in. It does need a road. It's not good that I'm spending this much time thinking. Another option might be to put it on this side. Like there. If I do a road there, does it still reach? It does. Reaches all the way down here. Good. I think we're going to do that, and then have that. And we need some wall around this. We're not going to have the train coming out this way, but we might have the road coming in there. I was afraid of that. The harbor area there is making a bit of a problem for me. Also, I would actually prefer to have it up here. I know I need to make up my mind. Could have houses, but I'd rather not. I think this house too needs to be moved. I mean, it's an electrical power plant. It's a dangerous place. So we'd rather have a road going up here. We are going to do it like this. Build it.
Can you teach me about this new invention?
No, you'll have to build it yourself, I'm afraid. Do a little bit of decoration here. Would be nice with a tree. Ash? No. A willow. That's a rather nice tree. I like that. A lot, actually. That might be one of my new favorite trees. There we go, and there should be a train headed that way sometime. As for the trains, I do like to put it on random. So when this gets oil, we are going to double the efficiency of, oh boy, all of the slaughterhouses. These 4 lumber mills, the bakeries, the soap factories, the mine here, the mines here. These are not affected, nor is this. These are not affected, and these are not affected either.
A housekeeper, and so on.
And so on. Yeah, you do have a fairly interesting idea of the basic necessities of life, my dear. Okay, so here's the train coming with 494, and I think this can... yeah, it has space for 500. So then the question is, where do we put...
Celebrate your leadership.
They are having a celebration over at Wally Farms. A beer festival. Without any beer. Oh well. We do need to deal with all of this being electrified. I also have a mod that takes away those silly, ugly-looking power poles and replaces them with light posts, because that looks a lot better than having power poles all over the place. But that means that we are I can basically just do 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do that. I can do that. As for the bakeries, I can turn off 2 of them. We are going to be in deficit of grain. No, we're actually not going to be in deficit of grain. I love it when we get electricity online, but it's always oh god, I have to check that I have buildings, blah blah blah. Okay, we don't need the electricity for these yet, but they do want their spectacles, so we should get up some brass factories. The question is where? Could have a small area here. Although this area here is actually an area that I mean to have industry.
A marriage of earth and heaven. Sadness.
Sadness. She sounds so emotionally invested when she says that. What I think we'll do is just temporarily put down a warehouse. We'll put down a brass smeltery. I always have difficulty seeing what... That's the front. Might not be. Might be the other side, but I decided that is the front now. And then spectacle factory, which is not a dirty industry. Do I have any specialists that affect the spectacle factory? Trade union items. I don't, but I think I should get optometrist Otto. This affects the glassmaker. Okay, we'll visit Eli.
Just say the word.
Sell this for a mere 2.7 million. I did say we're making a lot of money. Let's see if we can find... well, Ferraz Al-Zarami is always good. Can we find... Actually, it might be better if I just do... Auto... Here we go. It's just quicker that way. He might take a little while, so I guess be right back. That took a while indeed, probably several minutes. I'm not sure what this was before, but he's good because he gives us extra glass. So now that we have him, let's go back to the throne of Viv with him. We also need a glass smeltery here. We could probably make do with 2 of them. They don't really fit that well in. If I blueprint this there... Yeah, I think we're going to have to do it like that. Is it 1-to-1 here? 30? No, it isn't. It's 1-to-3. Then I don't think we need... I always get confused when I have this. I don't think we need that one. Especially not when it's... When we're actually... Oh, we are actually making a lot of sand now. Way more than we need. I think I'll tear these 2 down. And then get rid of the roads here. I'd rather have the industry over in this area here. Making brass, we need to make glass. I also need a fire station. Trust me, I need a fire station, especially when there's brass smelteries involved. Those do have a very sad tendency to say boom. I could install a mod that disables the explosions as well, but nah, it just doesn't feel right. I'm going to blueprint that there. Upgrade this. And I don't think I'm going to keep this as is. So this is just something for the time being because we need this. But I also need a trade union, which we'll find here. I don't need that to be blueprinted. Let's see, the ship should have returned. It has. So let's get... No, I'm not... Welcome to the island of Throne of Viv. Here, have a bath. Just drop these ones off. And in this trade union, we are going to put in Optometrist Otto. I don't think I want to put in Ferraz Al-Zarami just yet. I could put in that one, though. But nah. No, I think we'll just stick with this. I should have enough glass as well. Intermediate products. Oh yeah, I do. We also should have enough brass now. Let's just build this.
Curious.
And if we also build another one of these here. I don't know why it does that sometimes. We can get another fire station. I want to blueprint 2 more of these. Because we are going to need quite a bit of brass eventually. This one I don't want a blueprint. And I want a fire station there. There we go. So we have a small area here. Now let's look at the raw materials. Yeah, I need another sand mine. So let's build that here. We can fire up another one of the brass smelteries, but for the time being, since that is expensive, I don't think we want to do that. We have enough glass, but we're nearly at capacity for the brass smeltery, actually. We should have ample spectacles, which means we can start upgrading to more engineers.
You reached a new milestone.
And now we're a capital. The school will be redundant because the engineers do not need a school. They only need a university. So as soon as I get rid of the artisans, we can get rid of the school. Coffee, that's the next need. We are going to do that very, very
Before, have we? I am a tourist, a holiday maker, if you will, and I've plans to spend my vacation here.
That's nice. I have no
Such
intention.
A cool place you have. It could be such a success with people like me, but you'd need to expand your public mooring. It's a tad drab for tourists.
That's too bad. Tourists is not something we're going to deal with for a very long time yet.
Attention for the Admiral.
One thing that we do need to deal with, though, before I forget, we actually need to deal with two things. So this will be AIO2SO1, and we need to go into routes. And we need to make a new route, AIO2. Assign it to the AI trade routes. We'll send her to Madame Kahina to buy coffee. Oh, wait. You don't sell coffee yet? I guess we need to have the... You do sell coffee, so why... Why can't I... That's weird. Might be because we don't need it yet. Maybe I have to wait until we need it. How bizarre. Because she produces enough coffee for us to keep these guys going for a while.
I feel it reflects the times.
Yay, tractors. Yeah, we'll get around to that.
There's a way.
I suspect these are not growing currently, but we have ample artisans, so we can just do this. That should enable the need for coffee.
Just say the word.
There we go. And we'll unload that back here. AIO2. Assign that to group AI trade routes and add the AIO2 ship 1. There we go. The other thing that I want to do is go to... Where is it? New World Expedition.
When am I chance?
Sign ship, the IWS Emperor Riv.
Is fair.
I love this music. So we need faith, navigation, and force. Ship's chaplain provides a little bit of faith.
I've given up my pipe. Don't want a dead man's chest.
Captain Ibrahim. We can also do the telemobiloscope. Lady Lou. And that. As for faith, let's put on the Archbishop. And the Chief Superintendent. I like the old system better when it just was the buildings, because sometimes I want to put people on the ship that doesn't really have anything to do with these. We should have enough force, 65 force I believe. No, 85 force, that's ample. But I'd like to get some more hunting. So either the expert hunter or even better the mother of pearls. And then some schnapps for food. I don't think we have... no, we don't. Champagne would have been great to put on the ship. Suppose I could send with them some beer and send that off. I keep forgetting that I need to buy shares on this island. We get a guide. Okay, now the next thing that we should get is tractors so that I can severely reduce the number of farms we need on the island. A good place for the tractors would be somewhere around here. But we're already running low on time. Just keeping track here. So I have managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of my 6 goals for the episode in, which is good. It's actually more than I expected to do. But... okay, I think we are basically done for now for this episode. So in the next episode we should get up... no. We should get up tractors. And we should also start moving the pig industry off this island and move it over to Wally Farms. As for the dirt industry, eventually I will also move all of the smelting stuff off this island and move it to another island. Probably also to Wally Farms, so that this island does not have any of the negative effects. And just produce that off island so that we can have this island being as attractive as possible. I mean, appealing capital is pretty nice, but a lot of that is from just the island being Crown Force and being huge. But as you can see, Docklands is already responsible for 330 of that. Tobias is here. I'm just checking quickly. Yeah, we have opened up a few more items. Which is good. So I need to look into this as well. It's literally going to be impossible for me to record everything that I do. There's far too many factors involved. It would be a series of hundreds of episodes. So, but what I plan on doing in between episodes is decorating this area here so that I get some trees and some marketplaces and stuff up in between the houses. And in the next episode, as I mentioned, we need to get the tractors up and running. And I also want to populate this island with workers and farmers so we can really start focusing on having this part of the town for our higher end citizens like engineers, and probably a good goal for the next episode should be to get investors up and running, to be honest. We don't need much for that. We need light bulbs. Coffee we're already getting, so we have electricity. We just need more engineers. So it would be good to get penny farthings and pocket watches and stuff like that, but we can get those with a little trick. I don't remember if it was... I think it's a specialist. We'll get around to that as well, though. But for now, I think we will wrap up things here. And the expedition is underway, so I'll also finish that, and I'll colonize Manola in the new world. If you have any questions and or comments, then please feel free to leave those in the comment section. And if you don't, then as always, something, just an emoji or a small little comment to help out with the algorithm is always very appreciated and helps the channel out a lot. I hope that you enjoyed the episode. I hope to see you all in the next one.